see you got on your shelf. So just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty, pronounced with the umpty. Yo, ladies, oh, how I like to funk thee. And all the rappers in the top 10, please allow me to bump thee.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to my channel. It's just Rhonda. Oh, one. Do I need to say oh one? Maybe I should say oh one because I'll be saying just Rhonda. And I don't know if y'all know about the oh one. It's a Capricorn thing. Just Rhonda oh one. I probably won't say that every time, but every now and then I feel like I need to, remind y'all that there's an oh one after everything happens, y'all. It's hump day. I hope y'all are having a lovely hump day. I hope everybody's hump is not too humpy today. My hump ain't so humpy. And, I'm glad about that, because some days your hump be humping and, I'm hoping that yours is not, y'all. We're here to talk about Married to Medicine. It's season 11. It's episode 11. And we're going to get into it. But before we do that, y'all, like the video. I feel like y'all don't really be liking the video. And I don't really want to be over here whining about likes and things. But, I mean, y'all like the video. Sometimes it just lets me know you care about, the entertainment that I may or may not be providing for you over here. If you're not entertained, I mean, you can dislike the video, but do something. You're over here, y'all. Like the video, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification bell button, and drop down in the comments. Let me know what you were thinking about what was going on over here at Married to Medicine. Ooh, that was a mouthful. So it's the day after. It's the next day after, and Quad and her man are in the room discussing the fight that happened down to the pool party game. They think that Dr. G and his wife really can't handle the pressure of seeing Quad with this much younger, much taller, handsomer boyfriend with a deep voice. Did I say younger? Because he's younger. Quad thinks that there's some jealousy over there. I think she's right, but I feel like Dr. G is probably jealous of anyone over the height of 5'10" with the deeper voice. He just be squeaking and things, and see. That's all I hear when I see Dr. G. Quad said she was uncomfortable with how Dr. G was over there screaming at Sweet Tea. And Dr. Heavenly was over somewhere doing a review or something about the show, and she said that man was hollering and screaming at that lady till everyone was uncomfortable. And I believe they said Cecil was the one that had to make him sit his ass down somewhere. And we saw him marching around the resort as if, something really bad had happened besides him finding out that Quad was over here busting it wide open for that man at least 15 times a week, according to them. Sweet Tea and Dr. G are over in their room discussing the same thing. And Dr. Greg said he was bothered by how Quad was being all superior and she's drunk. And he knows how she is when she's drunk. He said he apologized for his behavior, but he does not apologize for how he feels. And I was like, how you feel, Dr. G? I'm curious. You've got this lovely Sweet Tea over here that you were so proudly parading around last season, and now all of a sudden you're in your feelings about Quad, who you said you don't care, which I don't care what she's doing. I hope she's happy and moves along with her life. Ain't that what you said, Dr. G? Now you over here feeling some type of way. And Sweet Tea, if he was feeling some type of way, it would have me feeling some type of way. Because you're bothered. You're very bothered. And then to be superficial over here, I guess it's in the eye of the beholder and things, but he's bothered by his much hotter ex-wife, Sweet Tea. Let's go ahead and, call a thing a damn thing. Over here trying to be politically correct. It is what it is. Dr. G said he was trying to protect his wife from what? Because it seems as though the people said they was trying to protect her from you. So I don't know where the protection came. What does she need protecting from Quad for? Don't even make sense. Then he low-key called her immature. I be expecting you to handle things like as an adult. And sometimes, that's not what happens over here. I forget that you're like a whole child. She was like, and is. So don't look for to be acting mature because I'm not. They laugh it off, but it was like, shots fired, I guess, a little bit. Toya, Eugene, Steve, and Dr. Mimi get away for a little food and drink to get to know each other a little bit better. They order a few drinks and we find out the reason why Toya wants to like make herself the spokesperson for Patron is because they don't have any additives or preservatives in it, and that's what makes her angry. I wonder where did she discover that? Well, who told her that? Did she read that somewhere? It might be true, but is she the person that discovered that, Dr. Eugene? You have a doctor's office. Did you diagnose this to be a fact? We don't know. We just know what Toya said over here. And Toya's kind of dingy, so it's kind of, you take it for a grain of salt, it is. And Dr. Steve wants, oh, not Dr. Steve, he's not a doctor. Steve, his wife is a doctor. He's just regular Steve, and regular Steve wants to know who showed up last night. Was that, drunk Toya on preservatives and things? Or was it just Dr. Eugene says, no, no, that was cool Toya. Cool Toya was the one over here stirring things up between Quad and Dr. Eugene because she needed for them to understand how bothered she was by watching Quad and her fine man talk about sex and how frequently they have it in front of Dr. G. Dr. G can have sex with Sweet Tea as much as he wants. I don't know why that would bother her. Maybe it's Toya that's bothered because she definitely finds this man King attractive. She definitely thinks he's more attractive than her husband. She could have picked an attractive person, according to her, but she chose him. Now, he's not unattractive. He's just not a bodybuilder type of dude. Lots of muscles and things. And we don't know what he's packing, but according to Latoya, the executives have a board meeting over in the hotel room, and I mean Simone, Heavenly, and Dr. Jackie. They meet up to discuss the vacation, how it's going. Simone wants Heavenly to know she did a great job. The questions weren't out of line. Everything was nice. She did a great job. It's just that when things escalated with Quad and Dr. G, and I feel like they'd have more healing to do, according to Dr. Simone. That's probably why she's an OBGYN and not like a, psychology or psychologist or something, because I feel like Quad is over here mushing it in his face like a big FU. And I mean, I guess she might need healing for that. But Dr. G is the one that's over here with literal smoke coming out of his ears and bringing up that little squeak to another level. He almost Mariah carried his ass to death. Emily says she thought it was funny. It was funny. We were all entertained by it. We were all entertained by watching Dr. G blow his damn stick. I was entertained by it. I don't know about y'all. Then Heavenly's like, well, I mean, I guess things got escalated last night, but Apollo's coming. So let me go ahead and tell you that right now. Phaedra knows, so don't be mad at me because I told Phaedra. So before I did the improper thing by inviting this man, I did tell Phaedra I was going to do it, or that I did do it, or something or other. Phaedra said she didn't care, but clearly she does. Dr. Jackie and Simone think this is a terrible idea. Simone thinks this is the messiest thing Phaedra has ever done. And I was like, is it? It's not the messiest. I don't even feel like it comes in mid-messy. I feel like it's kind of low-key messy. It's not that serious as far as the things that Dr. Heavenly has done. So this ain't really a problem. It's just Apollo. Apollo's definitely more entertaining than Phaedra. So bring him on, because what else was she going to do? Parade around with that man that we don't know? Everybody heading out for this boat ride. They got to wait on Apollo. Phaedra thinks it's weird that the Heavenly would invite Apollo while she's over here with her new man, her new friend, her new person. We know that's not your new person, Phaedra. We know that y'all definitely knew that this man was friends with Apollo. So what are y'all playing over here? In our face, it seems like we don't care, Phaedra. Go, child. Paulo shows up with his wife, and I figured he would bring her. I don't know why he wouldn't. Why would he come on a couple's trip without the other half of his couple? And then his wife was probably like, you're about to go do what with Phaedra? No, I'm going. We know Paulo been out here on ring cams and things, so nothing about that says, happily ever after. From what I understand right now, they done started defiling papers, and the people said that that girl, Shireen, said he might have been handling fisticuffs over there in the household with her, allegedly. Phaedra's little friend is clearly a friend of Apollo and Shireen, because when they got on that boat, there was a lot of hugs and kisses and carrying on. Like, they friends. They not just know each other, acquaintances. They know each other like that, apparently. Everybody looking confused, like, Phaedra's new man, no Apollo, and what is happening over here? Heavenly's over there like, she got her man over here, but no Apollo, and she knows she... These people don't care about each other. She says she ain't never even had a conversation with that lady. And she about know what Shireen got in Apollo. Phaedra's pretty much like, girl, he's yours. Do with it what you will. I don't want it. After all the shock and awe was over with, then they have a big cheers. What's his name? Shaq. Phaedra's friend Shaq. And Apollo's friend, child. He's a whole friend of the family. Anyway, he cheers to everybody making the goal of having sex 15 times a week. And then you hear Quad say, well, he didn't have to say that. You didn't either, girl, but you did. I realized it was a question in the game and you're going to say that, but it was funny. It was actually funnier when he said it than it was when you said it. And Apollo's actually not bothered talking about, that's my boy. Like, I see him every weekend. Yeah, that's not your boy, because clearly he knew he was going on a vacation with your ex-wife, Apollo. He didn't tell you, allegedly, because I personally think they all know what was going on. Everybody get a check. And then Phaedra can be like, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have got that last check. Child, a couple start taking shots. They about to get lit before they get over to this sandbar. Dr. Jackie looking at Curtis like, don't play. Don't get yourself carried away over here with all these shots and things in front of these people. Embarrassing me. I've never seen Curtis do that. Not take too many shots. I have seen him down to the airport like we all seen with another woman, but that's another story, you know. Hilton Head flashbacks and all. We don't talk about that anymore. And Dr. Jackie is also concerned that with Sweet Tea taking them shots, you know how she get when she get off that brown. She be over there calling people fuckity fucks and things, like she did Dr. Jackie down to Hilton Head. I mean, they get to the sandbar, and Dr. Simone wants to point out how there's 8 doctors, Black doctors, on this sandbar, and we love every minute of it. I love the countdown of it all and everything. 8 Black doctors on the sandbar. They look like they're having a good time. The water is beautiful, and Dr. Greg and his Sweet Tea are making hearts in the sand just to prove to everyone how much they love each other. Take this picture of us with our heart in the sand for Instagram, so we can get pissed and delete it soon enough. Apollo is getting acquainted with all the guys because, you know, he don't know everybody like that. Steve comes over, introduces himself to Apollo, and, you know, he lets him know, yeah, I know this guy, and, you know, it was a nice little, you know, moment. He finds out that he played football. They talk about tossing the football. Dang, we should have brought football. We could toss football around. And then somehow they said maybe we could have like push-up contests. Only in jest. Nobody was really over here trying to do push-ups and things, except for whatever reason, Dr. G feels pressure to show all of them that he could do his 25 push-ups. That was like a half a push-up, Dr. G. So I feel like it was more like 12 than 25 because you were not fully doing push-ups. And then he got down weirdly on the stand and was going, Letitia, 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 Letitia. They're like, what is happening right now? I don't know. Why was he doing that? Is she supposed to be his incentive for push-ups or something? I don't know. It was weird. He reminded me of that twerking meme girl. Ciao. Eugene takes a moment to welcome King once again into the group and let him know that, you know, we appreciate how you're kind of cool. We enjoy having you around. And King is all like, thank you for like making it comfortable and being welcoming to me. I really like you guys too. And the Dr. G was like, not me. I don't really like you like that. I think it makes me feel awkward over here having you around. Little pipsqueak self. Why were you having this awkward feeling when you brought Sweet Tea over here in front of Quad? That wasn't making you feel awkward? It didn't make Quad feel awkward either, to be honest. She was like, what is he doing with this girl? Trying to make me jealous? I'm not. I'm Quad, for heaven's sake. Miss Quad, Miss Quad. You're going to have to do better than that. I don't think he can. I think he like what do you call it? I think he reached his peak, you know what I'm saying, at quad, and not this new improved wealthy quad. He peaked at the quad, from day one. Not that she was bad, she was just not polished. This quad right here, he could never. I'm just saying. She be riding around in Rolls Royces and things. What are you talking about? He done messed up the energy, that mess, bringing up last night. Now King is pissed off because he just now really realizing Greg he told her she got a big effing mouth. And King is like, what? You said that? What? When? Last night? I didn't hear you say that. That's not cool. And Dr. Jean is like, I feel like, rather than talk about last night, let's try to, what we're going to do is, he couldn't even put the words together. He was just speechless. And then Curtis had to come in and try to help him find words to say. I don't think either one of them did a good job. That boat has sailed, and then you're not finna stop it. It's a whole runaway. At this point, there's a brick on the gas and the captain is absent. King said what's going to happen is, since you think you're funny calling her a big effing mouth, you're going to apologize to her about that. That's what you're going to do. And meanwhile, Shireen is over there with the ladies in the water telling them how Phaedra's friend is for the streets. I thought that was your friend. When you say something nasty, he out here doing his thing. Okay. Feels like Phaedra is too. Nobody says she was over here trying to, she's over here enjoying this tall chocolate man from Africa. Or I don't know if he's from Africa, but he's African. Child. He's an African from Atlanta. And the ladies are questioning Shaq, come here for a second. We're trying to figure out, are you friends with them? She said you'd be over holiday dinners and things. And he's like, why are y'all all up in my business like that? I'm over here trying to have a date with this lady with her ass cheeks out. And Shireen Apollo is over here messing it up. Now here come Apollo, because he wants to, this nigga told me he was finna go to speed dating. He didn't tell me the extent. He went to speed dating, and guess who was there? He found your ex-wife, and she took him home with her. Not to have sex or anything, because that's not what Phaedra does, allegedly. And Phaedra's all like, why do you care? What do you care? We're divorced. Why do you care who I'm hanging out with? And then his wife, Shireen, is all like, he doesn't give a F about you. He kind of do, seems like, because he's over here questioning this lady about, who she's having dates with, Shireen. And so Shireen takes it upon herself. I told you that was Faye. And Phaedra said, my name is Phaedra, you bad built bitch. And I was like, well, I will say, Phaedra, when that lady walked up on the dock with Apollo, the first thing that I was like, But I wouldn't say nothing because the people said that would be rude. But since you brought it up, I'm going to go ahead and be inclined to agree with Phaedra. And that doesn't happen often, but I mean, that's your wife. So, I mean, you'd have chose her now. You would never get Phaedra back. And so I don't even know what the argument was about. You should just shut up. The lady don't even let you pass the driveway. What makes you think you get to say anything to her? Shireen, why are you mad? Because you stuck with Apollo? Well, you should be mad. You was over here trying to recruit the man out the jailhouse. Congratulations on your life. The Sweet Tea, then she got to enter herself in the conversation. Well, who invited them in the first place? Well, Dr. Heavenly invited us. Why did you bring them here, Dr. Heavenly? Dr. Heavenly's like, none of your effing business, girl. You don't ask me nothing. I feel like they all the alcohol that kicked in and everybody's a little saucy. Because their feelings and things is really, really thin. Now these two is calling each other. You need to worry about why your man still want this bitch over here. Bitch, it was a bitchity bitch fest between the two of them. And then T calls Heavenly a big back bitch. I don't like T, see, once again, because I'm looking at Heavenly like she looked real cute. Matter of fact, they all look real cute. What's her name? Quad, baddie. Contessa, always looking cute in her things. I mean, not her clothes, but her body. She got a bad body. Contessa can wear a swimsuit. She just always should show up in a swimsuit and she'll probably have it right. Dr. Jackie's somewhere around 60-something. with a whole six-pack. Who else? Everybody look cute. And then there's you with this swimsuit on. Where you get that thing from? Sears and Roebuck's? Montgomery Wards or something, girl? You look like you bought the swimsuit in the section where old white ladies be getting their swimsuits from. Girl, this is not how you bring youth to the group. A mess. Now the people got to hold them back, all that hollering and screaming and calling each other bitches. And I don't remember who was holding Heavenly back. I think it was Simone. So if Simone can hold you back, you really ain't doing a whole lot. I know it wasn't Dr. Damon. Dr. Damon was looking at Heavenly like she ain't about to do nothing. So I don't really have to get too much into that. And meanwhile, Greg got teased, restrained like she's some wild wildebeest over here. Hands around her like a linebacker. Once she calmed down a little bit, King walks over there and he pulls Greg aside and he's like, relax, relax. Let me just talk to your husband for a minute. And now he tells Greg, listen, I didn't hear what you said about my girl the other day, last night, but what you're going to do is apologize to her. And he was like, well, she can't be just saying whatever she wants to say to me. He was like, she can say whatever she wants to you. You want her to be able to say things to me and then I can't say things back? He was like, from now on, you will address me. Dr. Greg don't know what to do with all that energy. He just over there squeaking like a doggy chew toy. King looking at him like, you heard what I said. I know what the past is. And I feel like I know what the past is too. How Dr. G was over there. We see how he handled T in front of these cameras. We heard what he was doing over there in the quad, and I believe it. Because it feels like he's that type of insecure asshole that would be trying to tell you what to do and hold you down and keep you, from being successful, like he was doing with Quad. Every little thing is going to, affect his ego. He needs you to be in the kitchen with shoes off, trying to get pregnant somewhere. She wasn't about to do that. He's got a sweet tea for that, and clearly that's what she's over there doing, but it's not good enough. Because he ain't really the level he was trying to get to. He was trying to get to a level that was get under Quad's skin. And there's literally nothing you could do to get under Quad's skin because she don't really want to. Not really. She definitely don't. She's got a king. You've seen it. We all have. Her and King are like a very attractive couple. I know that's a superficial way to look at things, but they're a beautiful couple. You and Sweet Tea are somewhat odd, to be honest. It's like you're smashing your niece. It's weird. I don't know what words took place. The next thing you know, Dr. Greg is, talking smack and walking backwards with his arms flailing in the air. And Kingdom came out of his shirt. He's running off towards this man. And then you look down on the beach, and then Sweet Tea has escaped the clutches of Phaedra, only to run down the beach with her titties flopping all over the place in that old lady bathing suit that she's got on. And to be honest, I feel like Sweet Tea has a much better chance of kicking King's ass than Dr. Greg do. So, child, that's where we'll leave it with, maybe or maybe not fisticuffs. We see all the guys coming, to the aid of, Dr. G so that the king doesn't smash him. I guess we'll see how that all turns out. Next week, y'all, like the video. I'm not going to say it like that. Like the video. Subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye, y'all.